Today, I want to talk about heaven and earth. Now, you already know that this is what that looks like. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So this video is for those people that already know the heaven and earth and want to become more efficient, or they're already efficient and they want to go to the next level. Chances are, if you've seen someone who's already efficient at it, it's going to look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically, it just looks like patty cake. They're just tapping sticks. Now there's good and bad to that. The good thing is they're very efficient. So, you know, that's awesome that they're that way. But the bad thing is that we're trying to make this, or we should be, because this is part of combat, is to make it more for combat. And in combat, if you're not dealing with power, you're not dealing with force, then your training is not as good as it can be. So I'm going to try to help you guys get a little bit more into that direction of combat. First, there are two really good things about stick fighting. Number one is that if you are interested in martial arts but you're not that confident in your athletic ability, stick fighting is very, very good, because you could just focus on developing your skill and you don't have to worry too much about the physical part. That'll come as you go. But like, let's say something like boxing, wrestling, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, something like that. When I mean jiu-jitsu, I mean Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You're going to have to be an athlete, pretty much. You're going to have to become one. You have to juggle learning the skills, the techniques, developing strategy, and at the same time, you have to become very strong. You have to become in good shape. So it makes those much more harder to learn. The demand is much higher from those styles. So that's the good thing about stick fighting, is it's very beginner friendly. And number two, the second thing is you're going to notice that if you have an open mind and you're able to think openly, okay, by studying other styles, you're going to notice that what you learn in stick fighting is very, very compatible to the other styles out there. Okay, so this is what I mean. First, we're going to go with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. The motions are going to be a lot more linear in this case. So let me do it with just my hands. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3, and back. And it's the same motion as what I was doing before, the heaven and earth, except now it's a lot more like punching. And if you think that it looks a lot more like karate, there is no coincidence, really. So 1, 2, 3, and park. 1, 2, 3, and park. So try it like that, and hopefully you'll become more efficient. If you're getting lost, then you need to go back and swing more and make your movements a little bit more dynamic until you get the motion down. And for those people who are very efficient and you're doing more like a patty cake tapping game, then hopefully you can transition to this where it's more representative of punching. 1, 2, 3, like so. The final thing that I want to add is the footwork, or should I say the body movement, is we're going to be on our toes and you're going to move like so, off of your toes, just like when you're throwing a punch, or just like if you're going to go do a sprint, okay? You're going to push off from your feet. So the same idea there. So the thing is, every time you strike, you're going to do that. So just like this, you're going to be rotating. So when I start, it's going to be 1, and I just pushed off my toes right there. And then now this second one is coming, and boom, once again, I pushed off my toes. And then 3, and that parks, right? 1, I pushed off. 2, pushed off. 3, and park. Is this going to make you slower? Yes, it will. Will you have more power? Definitely. So please try adding this to your heaven and earth. So it should look something like this. It should be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now with the sticks, it'll look something like this. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So please try that.